Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 29th. Just a couple days left this month. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. It's Kyle Mountsier. Today we're talking about used EV prices. Cybertruck sticking to a crane before it drops to the ground, or doesn't drop to the ground. You have to wait to find out what actually happens at the end of that story. Search going zero click. We're going to talk about search today. And basically now, since all of these, every time a new vibe coding app comes out, Kyle gets super excited.
It's unbelievable.
And you know what's happening. He just starts asking for random things, and you're like, he's putting something. He's like a mad scientist. So
well, here's what's mind-boggling to me, and this is what I think. Okay, so 7 months ago, the first like vibe coding apps really started to see a little bit. I'm taking a tangent here at the front. They just started to see like the light of day, like, okay, we might be able to create with something. We are to the point where within a single prompt, a vibe coding app can write over 5,000 lines of code and have functionality and database baked in. Now, it may not be all production grade, but the implications.
How long did it used to take to get to that point?
Oh, months, because you needed wireframing and UI UX designers, and you needed a database control manager, and you needed someone that knew code and GitHub, and you had to hire someone on all this type of stuff, right? And it's like within minutes. And we're still at the point where kind of a novice is going to like mess things up. Things won't be production grade. Security controls won't be baked in. But the reality is that over the next 12 months, when you think about entry-level SaaS products for any retail environments, and when I think about it, I think about auto, the barrier of entry for net new products to make it to market, or for dealers to think about something on a Monday morning and have it shipped by Friday afternoon to use in their dealerships or their dealership groups,
very tech forward
is super fast. Like it's coming at us.
This is gonna be so crazy. I'm
like
just thinking.
You won't need to go shop. Like shopping at NADA will be picking off ideas. Just calling it.
I'm just thinking of everything this is about to break.
Like,
because I'm even thinking of like monetizing. We can't talk about this much longer, but even talking about monetizing SaaS products in general, it's going to be incredibly hard to monetize a product and even like build something valuable and then like sell it or get people to subscribe to it when somebody else can copy it.
The deep hard work will be if you have to integrate with things that aren't natively available to integrate with online. Right. And that's where auto will have a walled garden on that for some time. Right.
Yep.
But that walled garden will get torn down.
It will. Now think about if you were to build a dealership of the future today, started from scratch, boy, our approach would be a little different than it would have been last year.
Goodness. See now, I think we've done enough work for today. Woo! Okay, let's do a podcast. We can
we do have a new Auto Collabs podcast that is just dropping. The number one thing dealers want from vendors: communication, not more tech. With our friend Tina Quato of Dealer on. So always engaging conversation. You can go to Auto Collabs or just search Auto Collabs. Go on Spotify, go on Apple Music. It's there. Or you can go to our website at asoto.com. I think we've burned enough of people's brain cells, so we should probably talk about some news.
Let's get into it.
EVs are losing traction in the used market, according to iSeeCars. The latest study showing that Tesla models are topping the list of biggest price drops as demand is cooling and federal incentives are nearing expiration. 5 of the top 10 used vehicles with the largest price drops in June. 5 of the top 10 were EVs. Tesla Model S topping the list fell 15.8%. The Model X, 15.5%. The Model Y, 13.6%, and on and on and on. Used EV prices overall fell 4.8% year over year, while used gas cars rose overall 5.2%. So even overall EV market 4.8, Teslas are in the 15s. So they're depreciating 3 times as fast, it looks like, over the last 12 months. EV market share growth slowed to just 14.2%, down from 98%. I'm not sure what that is.
98% growth.
Oh, 98% growth.
Wow.
In the previous year. Now it's only 14% growth. For shop, here's a quote from iSeeCars analyst Carl Brower. For shoppers, used EVs offer about $1,200 less in value than a gas vehicle. And while you can love or hate how the market prices a vehicle, You certainly can't argue with it.
Yeah, this is kind of that, like, this is the gap moment that in the US we're gonna have to figure out if we can overcome. And it's a reality that these automakers are moving back toward gas on the used cars, on the new car. So the question is how long can the used cars keep up? Can things like charging, like infrastructure, support a waning used car market in the face of the new car market? Now, the short term is go get yourself a used EV.
Good night. It's so exciting to me. Cheap. There is no better deal as far as like if you want to like feel bad for the person that bought it new because they lost so much money. Go buy an EV. I'll tell you what. Have you ever been in a Tesla Model X?
Yeah.
Top of the list.
Yep.
They're so cool. They have gull-wing doors like a Lamborghini.
It's unbelievable.
When you get in one of these things, it feels not like a car. It feels like you're getting on a ride at Disney, right? There's nothing you can touch or break almost, right? There's a screen. These cars were like $100,000 a year ago, and you can get them for like $50,000.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, if you want to go back to 2020, you can get them for around $30,000. You know,
I wouldn't.
But a 2022, 2023, you can get them around $50,000, and they don't have a lot of miles.
And then you start going down the line, right? You can get used Model 3.
Oh,
I mean, Hertz was clearing them out. So yeah, if you were thinking about an EV, there is never a better time to buy a used EV. I think right now is going to be like peak discount for used EVs. The market's going to correct and accommodate for it. But boy, if you're
in a market that where people have been used to purchasing EVs, go get some used ones. Go
fill
buy
your lot.
Yeah,
so true. I know everyone's afraid of that, right? With the incentives expiring. What's the incentive on a used EV? It's like $4,000 as long as it's under
$4,500. Yeah.
What's the price point though?
Under $25,000. And there's but the Tesla, like the Model 3 is basically all are part of it. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Teslas,
segue.
A little bit of a different angle. Well, we have a fun video to show you on this one. The Tesla Cybertruck back in the headlines this time, literally hanging, suspended by nothing but glue adhesive. In a viral stunt, YouTube, Jerry Rig Everything put on a dramatic demo, shining a light on Tesla's unusual but surprisingly strong repair method. Okay, so wait, before you stop the video for a sec. So here's the deal. There was this big, this wasn't the story, but here's why this happens, because somebody's trailer hitch like pulled off. They were towing something, the trailer hitch came detached, and everyone was like, this thing literally just pulled off from the frame. And Tesla's authorized repair method for attaching a commercial level trailer hitch to the frame is glue. We're going to glue it, right? Which everyone who knows anything about engineering is like, that sounds like a terrible idea. And so Jerry Rig Everything, he took this 6,600-pound Cybertruck, lifted it midair. Now we can play the video using just a 2.5-inch patch of their Fuser 2098 adhesive. So attach it to the crane hook. They basically attach the adhesive to the hook to the vehicle, got the crane, and they lift the vehicle straight up in the air. Basically, this stuff cures to, it says 3,190 pounds per square inch tensile strength. It's OEM approved. And here he goes. If you're watching the video, the crane is lifting this truck with just adhesive holding it. Thing.
Literally crazy. On a like 2-inch disc. Either way.
They
just
do say
adhesive.
So the truck's going off the ground. How high did they lift it? Is that about it?
It looks about 10 feet.
It didn't look like it went super.
So it wasn't like Mr. Beast level confidence.
They got a shot from underneath, so it was it was probably a good like 3 to 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, here's the thing: 3,190 psi tensile strength, like 6,600-pound Cybertruck. I don't know what this cat was. The viral video. I don't know what they were towing, but there's got to be a place where that breaks down, right? Either in like pulling or trying to get off the line. But still, this is not something new to Tesla. Other manufacturers have this as part of some repair options, depending on the placement and things like that. But still kind of cool to see like glue holding up. What is technology? What is
the interesting thing he said in the beginning of the video is that apparently the tensile strength should be enough that it could hold lift 2 Cybertrucks off the ground, but he only had the one to try it on.
12,000 pounds. Yeah.
I think we need a second video.
Let's make a video.
Video, folks. Let's do it.
Someone get us 2 Cybertrucks so we can stack on top of each other and not worry about it, you know?
I know it. All right. Let's wrap this up.
So AI search is changing the game, and it is rapidly pacing up not just how people ask questions, but how they see your brand. A new VaynerMedia study reveals that while impressions are climbing, actual clicks are falling off a cliff. AI search already makes up about 7.6% of monetizable queries, expected to hit 25% by 2027. So that's like paid search opportunities. ChatGPT queries surged 180% in the past year, while Google's traditional traffic is slipping. Zero-click searches are up, with site traffic down 6.7% year over year, despite higher impression counts. So we're seeing a lot of sites like take like the same or higher impressions and drive down total clicks. Move fast and test new AI formats now is their recommendation. Early adopters of things like AI-friendly strategies will capture outsized market share and will learn what works best. Obviously, a strong, resilient brand that isn't just focused on answering questions, but building followers are more likely to be cited in AI answers, which are still getting clicked. And optimized for AI discovery by creating content that's easy for LLMs to scan and quote. Things like FAQs, clear, concise answers, and video content with structured titles. Those things are going to be even more relevant. So the SEO game actually has to pick up because paid search queries are moving down the page to prioritize AI-based search.
So really kudos to the VaynerMedia team for actually letting like all their internal conversations out. This deck was originally as part of an AI offsite that Gary was kind of leading to try to like figure out what they're going to do about AI. He decided to release it to the public. You can get it from the link in the comments. Obviously somebody we have a very close relationship with and are like, they're leading the way and testing this stuff out. They did say one interesting thing. They said, like, we're talking about organic traffic. They were like,
right.
They emphasize it in the video, talking about organic traffic. Because ChatGPT, OpenAI, the AI platforms haven't started really talking about leading into the paid side of the business. So they're like, that's a like, okay, we'll put a pin in that for later when it's an issue. We have to focus on the organic thing now. But that's just an indicator. Like the paid game is going to change as well when you started getting sponsored results from your chat.
Oh my goodness,
it's happening. I mean, like, why not?
Perplexity is already is testing it. So
are they?
It's coming.
Yeah,
Can you imagine like limited paid results in a very like authoritative scope? Woo boy.
That's gonna get
it's gonna slim the game, that's for sure.
I know it. Look, if we haven't given you anything today, at least hopefully we've given you the fact that you should be paying attention to what's going on around you, because being successful in those areas are going to be what helps you take care of the people, which is really why we're all here. We'll see you tomorrow.